Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a quick video while I'm on my way to work. I'm just thinking, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts that I have been thinking about, something that has stuck with me. So in my previous video, I mentioned that I'm doing a 30-day challenge where I'm just reading books, listening to worship music, just being mindful of what I'm putting into my body and what I'm putting into my mind. And I've been reading a book that is very popular. It's called Atomic Habits. I'm on chapter 4 right now, so I'm just now starting out. But I want to talk about something that stuck with me, and hopefully it can stick with you as well. So there's one part of the book where it's talking about focusing on the system versus focusing on goals. So they gave an example the author gave an example in the book that we're no different from people that we see on TV as far as having a dream and having a goal. But the only difference between us and the people that we see on TV, or the people that we see are successful, the top 1%, is the system, the work that they're willing to put in, the fear that they're willing to push through as far as not really caring about what people think. To be in the public eye, you have to have pretty tough skin. You have to be able to take criticism. You have to be able to accept people in your business and making up stories about you, what they think you doing and not doing, and different things of that nature. And even people, not even just on TV, just corporates, just successful, period. Some people grew up in a negative environment where they wanted better for themselves, but the people around them didn't see that greatness in them and kind of try to talk them out of their dreams, and yet they pushed through that. But a lot of us, we let those fears and those things hold us back and keep us from where we need to go. But anyways, like I was saying, it was talking about, instead of focusing so much on setting goals, like say, for example, one of your goals is, they gave an example of I think cleaning up your room. So you might say, I don't even know if this example was in a book. This could just be example I'm saying just to wrap it up and make it easy to understand. But for example, say you have a problem keeping your room organized, right? And so when you're writing your goals, you say, I'm gonna start I want to clean my room. I want to keep my room clean. I'm gonna do that this year. And you notice you'll do really good maybe for about 2-3 days, and then you'll start to slack. Your room will start to be a mess. You got clothes piled up or whatever. So the book is saying that instead of focusing on just saying, oh, I want to clean my room, why not focus on the system? Get to the why, get to the root of the issue. So why does your room keep getting dirty? Why are there clothes all over the floor? Do you need to buy a specific hamper so that when you take your clothes off, you put it directly into that hamper and not onto the floor? If your bed is always messy, do you need to get into the habit of, as soon as your feet touch the ground in the morning, okay, I need to make up my bed? Instead of just putting a Band-Aid on the issue and just trying to get to the goal, why not focus on the process? Why not get to the root of, why not focus on what it takes to get to that goal and not so much reaching the goal? Because, a lot of times we'll beat ourselves up because we're like, man, we keep making these goals every single year, and we just stuck in the same spot. What's holding us back? Why aren't things changing? And it's because we need to be focusing on the system. He also gave another example in the book where he was talking about, I think it was a bicycle team, a cyclist team, and they were losing for years. They could never win the Tour de France. I think that's what it's called, which is the Olympics for cyclists or whatever. So year after year after year after year, for years they would lose, to the point where different shops wouldn't even want to sell them gear, because they were like, okay, y'all representing our gear, we're gonna lose sales if y'all keep losing. You representing our brand, making our brand look like it's not effective. So that's how bad they were. So after so many years of losing, they finally got a new coach. And this new coach, instead of focusing on, okay, we're gonna win, let's look at the process. Let's look at the type of gear you're wearing. What's the best Aries, what's the best bicycle gear? How are the tires? How are the friction on the ground? How are these tires going to work? When you work out, what is the quickest way to heal your muscles? Like, they were focusing on the body and on the equipment. With this new coach and with this new mindset, this team won 5 out of the 6 championships after losing year after year after year after year. And this really spoke to my situation, and I'm pretty sure it can speak to your situation too, where you're like, man, I feel like I am working hard and I'm just not getting the results that I expected. I'm not reaching these goals that I keep setting. And I encourage you to go back over some of the projects you've worked on and some of the things that you try to do, and try to get to the root cause of why are certain things not panning out for you the way that you see fit. Maybe stop focusing on so much like, I gotta reach this goal because when I reach this goal I'm gonna be happy, and focus on the present moment. And oh, that spoke to me so much, because sometimes I can have these big ideas and I'm just trying to rush to get there because I'm like, I'm uncomfortable, I hate where I'm at, I know that I have a greatness within me. Like, why can't I effectively, put my potential out there and put my potential in the world? What do I need to do? Who do I need to align with? Who do I need to talk to? You know what I mean? Like, you start to get frustrated and you skip the system because you're locked in on the goal and you're just trying to rush and get there. And I had to stop, because when you rush and you try to skip the process and cut corners and skip the discomfort, it's going to take trials, tribulation, pain to get what you want. It's going to take discipline. Okay, there is no shortcut. And when you try to shortcut things, you end up actually wasting more time, because you realize, man, I took this shortcut. This ain't what I want. Now I got to still start from point A and do everything all over again, when I should have just took my time from the beginning. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache. You'll save yourself a lot of wasted resources and money. Believe me, I know. I have invested a lot of money into a lot of different things when I should have just, I feel like, took my time a little bit more, instead of rushing the process. So I say all this to say, if you frustrated and you tired and you're feeling like, why do I keep getting the same results? Why am I not getting further? Why is there so much confusion? I encourage you to stop, to pray about it, talk to God about your feelings and what's going on, and start focusing on the system and less on the goal. Because if you're being consistent, you making the changes of what you can control in this present moment, and enjoying this present moment and making the best, and realizing you're already successful. You don't need to reach a certain point to be a success. Everything that you need and everything that you are, you're already valuable. You already have everything inside of you that you need to reach that goal. So you're that person now. You're just trying to make that person real so that other people can see it, if that makes sense. You try to put your creativity out into the world, but you already have it within you. So I hope this encouraged you this morning. Stop, take a moment, write down on a piece of paper, okay, say your goal, it has to do with your health. Instead of focusing on, I need to lose this amount of pounds, why don't you just start focusing on what you're eating right now, what you can cut out, what you can do. Instead of focusing on, okay, I need to go to the gym 5 times a week, what can you do at home right now? Do you have some weights? Start where you are. If, working out for 30 minutes is too much, then you start with 2 minutes. And that's what I've been doing too, because I'm like, it's hard for me to want to wake up and go to the gym and do all of that. So I said, you know what? Instead of me making excuses, I'm going to just start at home with what I have. I have a mat, I have weights, and I have a TV, a YouTube that can show me at-home workouts. There's no excuse. And instead of making this certain goal that I have in mind, or this certain body type that I want to have, why don't I just focus on making what I'm doing a lifestyle, and just focus on my health? And the results have to come. The results will come. But when you're only locked in on the results and not on the process, and then the process isn't going how you see fit and you get discouraged, you won't reach those goals. So yeah, I hope this is an eye-opener. I encourage you guys to read the book Atomic Habits. Like I said, I'm only on chapter 4, but I've been taking notes like crazy, and it has been changing my life. And like I said, I'm so thankful that I've decided to do this challenge, or I wouldn't have hopped on this book as soon as I did. I've been wanting to read it, but I've been putting it off. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.